3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
They get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now for the point after. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have to...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 51 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it second and goal. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that is going to set up third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They come out here in the eye. On third down. It's Bennett fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over first and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because To be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we'll put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Baltimore after this. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, that's Bennett. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
To throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's go! Blue Lanny!
He'll drop to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And some space here. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right around the 26. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back to throw. And some room to roam now. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. To throw here. Caught left side, Bennett. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They'll look
to throw here on first down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And coming out now, the Broncos. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They find some open field here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. They'll throw now on the final play. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Ravens are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Broncos won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Down midway through the first, Allen's got the catch here on the quick pass, and after the short pass, he'll score as they take a 7-0 lead. They take it at the 33-yard line. Allen's going to take down the QB here. This ends up as a loss of 9. Later on the drive, here we'll get a fumble on the return. Midway through the second, defense will win the battle and get the sack. This ends up as a loss of 9. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
This will be fielded at the 8. Able to slither by. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are in for 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Harmon. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they give this time to the tailback. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Twisting away. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Here's Sam Cook now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Now back to throw, and fights through one man. Now they go screen, it's complete. Now he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll drop to throw. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And to give this time to the tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. And this seemingly endless drive continues. On 3rd down, it's Marshall. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harmon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Open man, it's Allen. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. To throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Completes it to Jennings. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's to the 10, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that one will be accepted. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
4 down. All right, here we go. Boom, 90.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it 3rd down. And Jennings has it. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go! 3-19!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. On 3rd down, it's Bennett. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Denver, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.